in the previous game, this was like Palu's like worst matchup, or at least top 3 worst matchup for her. And in this game, it's like even though Palu is a way better character than she was before, and Sheik is arguably worse.
You're right.
Depending upon recent developments go, you know, some people think Sheik might be a top tier, but you know, we don't know.
I mean, when I lie.
Yeah. But despite that, the matchup still isn't bad for Sheik. Or it's definitely better than it was before, but she can still like contend with Palu. Like it's not like, oh, Palu's just gonna be this gatekeeper top tier and gonna destroy like mid tier, low tier, high tier, wherever you want to put Sheik, like type of character. Like no, like Sheik kind of excels in like the areas that Palu like covers in, especially on shield. Like see like that. Like Fair is very safe. Palu does not have very good out of shield options, especially since like they make the grab that one catch. So if you can find a way to pressure her and Nair isn't her answer, like, you can just keep doing that pretty safe.
Absolutely, and like just speaking to this matchup overall, I definitely already love what Jen is doing, is definitely using a lot more of like the ledge trapping pressure that Palutena has. I just love, you know, Jen's ledge trapping overall because it's super good. He like is really impressive when it comes to like using his options, especially like at ledge, and like it just makes for a really bad time. But wow, that upper looks like it's not going to be able to do it. And Unknown pairing all these nairs and just almost taking off that stock, but no, Sheik is not going to be able to kill just entirely yet. Ooh, trying to read that air dodge, but not just entirely there yet. And we're at a pretty even game, but that back air is absolutely going to take off that first stock. And we're at a pretty good position if, you know, Unknown doesn't seem to be able to take off this stock.
Yeah, like that back air is something you have to respect. You know, it's invincible, you know, has very good knockback on it, combo out into it. So yeah, one of Palu's very good neutral ledge trapping. It does it all.
Ooh, did you see that? That was really good. Well, it didn't really lead to much, but that was definitely a really good ledge chunk because it kind of caught, you know, Unknown slacking because he kind of still had to hold forward to get back onto stage. But Unknown is gonna get that stock with the bouncing fish, and we're only at 57%. You know, not too bad.
Yeah, and you know, it's crazy going for that kind of ledge trump versus Unknown. Usually Unknown's really good at like up being past the ledge. So if you attempt a ledge trump, he'll just like hit you with the reappearing explosion or something like that. So you know, Jen really good to catch him off guard there. Unknown usually has like interaction on block. Jen's just too good, I guess.
You already know it. Ooh, that upper is still gonna hit, but this is looking a little scary because anything like, you know, Jen hits Unknown with will absolutely kill. In order to make this a little bit even, Unknown has to definitely get something like a bouncing fish, like almost getting right there. Or maybe an up air if he can get it off of a platform, because up air is good, but it's not a killing move.
Oh, wow. Single hit or double hit in air. That's something I've been seeing Palu's use a lot more recently compared to like when the game first came out. Just using like the falling hits of Nair to combo into like up tilt.
Yeah, most people don't know, but up tilt does, you know, kill at those later percents, and that's just something that it's been super interesting to see how they use, because, you know, it's kind of low-key like a mix-up. You can kind of use Nair as like you'll run in acting like you're gonna Nair and then mix up to go behind them, or you can just turn it around and it actually like makes it pretty safe if you like run at them and then turn around the Nair. Just something that I learned recently, which is pretty cool. Ooh, not gonna get that tech read right there. That's definitely something that Unknown could be using a little bit more if he can be able to get the chance to. Gonna be put back off stage, and Jen trying to go for this, ooh, really nice ledge trap situation, and wow, that was a really good wait there. Jen saw that, you know, Unknown was just gonna roll and just read a little bit ahead of that.
Wow, I'm surprised Jen went for the down air out of shield instead of the back air after the jabs. Okay, that's coming out from Unknown. Now, it's gonna be kind of rough for Unknown just because Sheik is such a light character. Palu has really a skill on with like mentioned earlier, back order. So they're gonna have to play very carefully. Don't want to overextend too much and give Palu that chance. Okay, there's the chance. That's unfortunate for Unknown because they had the rapid jab and Palo just kind of fell out.
Yeah. It just happens sometimes. Like, that's the problem with like characters like Sheik. Like, Sheik just doesn't work sometimes.
Yeah. Meanwhile, if Palo was in that that scenario where someone falls out of her jab behind her, you just keep doing it and then combos you across the stage.
You know, and you're right about that. You're really right about that. We live in a society where, you know, things we don't get the things that we want in life.
Yeah.
It kind of does suck. She doesn't get to have, you know, like her Smash 4 era. That's gone. Left
God.
the win like with Bayonetta.
God bless.
Mhm.
Alright, anyway, going on to game 2, going to Hollow Bastion.
Let's go.
Yeah, this is Unknown's counter pick. One thing I think this might be good for is that whenever you keep Palo in the corner, one of her options is to ledge cancel on like the side platforms, either Battlefield or PS2. But she can't really ledge cancel on the side platform because there's just one big one in the middle now.
Well, she can still definitely do some pretty cool ledge cancels. It's just a little bit more different usages. Like there's that, like if you know Fruit, a lot of the ledge cancel she likes to do here is that she'll ledge cancel on that platform in the middle and use it as like a bait to up air and kill, which is pretty cool.
Oh my
Ooh,
goodness.
and wow, that was a really nice up smash coming in from Jen, taking off that first stock with only 33, a little bit more percent after 33, but not taking too much percent in kind to that up smash, and is still kicking pretty strong. Needs to definitely put on some damage like this Nair Chain that we're getting right here. Not doing too much with that combo, but you know, it's definitely not where Unknown wants to be because at this point, not too much is really gonna kill. Like, you know, Sheik doesn't have a lot, and like I said before, like the one thing that she can really do, like edge guard, I didn't even know that Sheik would be able to edge guard, but that's most of what she can normally do sometimes, and it's just gonna look like it's a little bit too hard for, you know, Unknown to kind of like take off this stock.
Oh, that's a really good bouncy fields coming out from the dome.
Ooh, are we gonna get that tech read? Absolutely not. Just a little bit too slow on the trigger right there. Ooh, and trying to read an air dodge, not really getting that back air just entirely yet, but that definitely could have ended in a really bad spot for, you know, Unknown losing his second stock, but that down tilt into up air is going to take that stock 172%. That's crazy. That's a little cringe.
Yeah, I mean, Sheik players, you know, are kind of used to the idea that she can't kill at least with stray hits, but in this game, Sheik does have a lot more kill confirms compared to 4.
I would say that I'm surprised, but also, like, it's a little bit sad. Like, Sheik and Bayo have this issue. It's like, they can't, well, I think Sheik Loki has this issue a little bit worse, because it's like, at least Bayo can, like, do a lot of damage. Like, Bayo, ooh, she just does damage in, like, a lot of seconds. And, like, for Sheik has to, like, do a lot of hits that do barely any damage.
Yeah, you know what I see from Jen that I don't really see a lot of other Palos doing? It's his run-up jab. I really, really like that coming out from Jen. Just sort of like, alright, I'm going to run up if you're shielding, and I'm going to jab you, and just one jab. And usually, people probably aren't expecting it. So it's probably, you know, people aren't used to, like, punishing it. And, you know, if you jump out of shield, you get hit or something, and then, you know, it's finished with the rapid jab. If not, she can just dash back and do something else.
Absolutely. And, like, we already know how good Jen is, but I feel like that's kind of the thing about Jen is that, like, when it comes to Palu, like, he's been playing this character since essentially the beginning of Ultimate, and it's like, you know, you kind of have to be this way when it comes to playing this character. You have to make sure that you're, you know, constantly thinking of new mix-ups and, you know, new things to kind of like get around a lot of the issues that you can find yourself in. But like that, we're gonna see Jen actually lose his second stock, which is pretty crazy because we were just seeing Jen in the lead just a few seconds ago. Ooh, and that up tilt actually, you know, poking shield right there. Not gonna kill just yet, but do have a little bit more of a ways to go before we do that.
Okay, yeah, that's a very strong ledge trap position there. because you can still threaten with the like if you use ledge jump, you know, Palu can still threaten you with back air, up air. You obviously do normal get up or get up attack, you're gonna get back thrown, and if you roll, she can react to that with dash attack, as we just saw. So, you know, it's just like, dang, what do I do? It's such a good position for Palu.
Like, I think it's just because of the fact that, like, Palu is, like, super strong, like, overall and super fast. Like, it's just super hard sometimes. Like, ledge is probably one of the scariest positions you could ever be against, like, a Palu player. Like, and again, that's, like, really what I love about, like, you know, Jen's, like, ledge trapping game is just that he knows how to, like, cover options pretty well.
Yeah, and honestly, Unknown doing really well right now. Like, they have a very sizable lead. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Jen always going deep for those.
Oh my goodness. I didn't think Palu would be able to make it back from that.
Oh, you would believe. Is that bouncing fish gonna take it? Oh, let's go. That bouncing fish is absolutely gonna take it, and now we're 1-1. And that's pretty crazy because at the beginning of that second game, you know, I said it before, Jen was in a pretty sizable lead to, like, kind of start out with, so that was a really good comeback coming in from Unknown.
I like how at the end you see Unknown, like, instead of trying to pressure Palu up close, was using a lot more needles, which not only led into bouncing fish that we just saw, but also it kind of prevents Palu from really getting anything started on her end. Like, like needles will beat out both of her projectiles with, like, explosive flame or auto reticle, and you know, it's Sheik needles. Like, it can be hard to get around for most characters.
And also, I was just, like, talking about it right there before, you saw how, like, Jen was using, like, Nair, but wasn't actually, like, facing, you know, Unknown. That's kind of the thing, is that, like, stuff like that is, like, super safe on Palu's end. But we're starting off still pretty even for sure. Only 42% on Jen and only 60 on Unknown. This is definitely looking like a pretty more even game than we saw from both those sets. Definitely love the adaptations that we've been seeing from, you know, Unknown.
Yeah, that was a really good grenade to just sort of use the win box to get Palu out of a lead trapping position and get yourself a opening and get back on stage.
Okay. Ooh, not gonna get anything with that explosive flame right there. Ooh, but that was a very good mix-up. Went for the Nair, fastball Nair into grab.
Oh, that doesn't reach. That move is super minus on block. Like, so you definitely have there is definitely a punish there, but Unknown just not picking it.
I feel like that was low-key a little bit of a missed input coming in from Jen, but that definitely could have been a thing, especially since it's a really good, like, you know, tool to use that's, like, has a lot of, like, hitboxes. But not gonna do too much right there. And wow, the grenade actually slightly moving, you know, Jen, making it so they can't actually get that grab. Again, what you were saying with, like, you know, the grenades being really well used by Unknown.
This is also something that I've seen Unknown doing a lot, is that whenever Palu has to upbeat a ledge, they're putting out an active hitbox by the ledge to catch Palu's teleport in, because it doesn't have a hitbox, so you don't really have to worry about teching or anything in case you get hit.
Absolutely, and that back throw is gonna take off that first stock, and Unknown having a lot of percent put onto Jen. This is definitely looking a little bit scary.
Yeah, I like that down air just to sort of get away from, like, being juggled by Palu with, like, multiple up airs or nairs.
Absolutely. Ooh, and using down air, not gonna get too much off of it afterwards, but one hits all you need to really solidify a really good presence of advantage. Ooh, definitely a very nice weight right there.
I also love these nairs coming out from oh no, that probably could have been a confirm in the bouncing fish, I don't know. But it looked like it sent the right angle. But yeah, Unknown is doing a lot of nairs on Palu's shield, and, like, she doesn't seem to have, like, an out of shield option to really, like, punish that. And if it hits, you know, you get combos. So it's a very good starter for Sheik in this matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, that's probably one of the few things that Sheik has in this matchup. and for the fact that, like, you know, when it comes to Sheik as well, down tilt upper is actually pretty true on a lot of the time, like a lot of characters. Like, it's a really good tool to use. So it's definitely a really good tool that, you know, Unknown can definitely be using.
See this. Oh, really good roll read on the from ledge coming out from Jen. Gonna take that stock, and honestly, 63%. Okay, 70%. That's a lot, but 63%. Nothing. Palu isn't
Capable of like making.
Yeah, she can definitely like make up this percent. Like, she's already like halfway there. Okay, now she's there at 60.
Absolutely. Oh,
my
wow. Jen is continuously going for all of these like really hard edge guards. And see, that's the thing too, like Jen absolutely knows that like Unknown has been wanting to like roll a lot more of the time and has been getting a lot of those roll reads. Almost this entire set really.
Yeah, what's crazy is that I feel like Unknown has been playing very like very safe for like the end of last game and all of this game. So Jen going for these like hard callouts, I don't know, might just throw Unknown off, or maybe it won't work out.
Oh wow, this
Jen
is so
pressure.
good. Like as you were saying too before, like the pressure that Jen has been having this entire time, like there's a lot of situations where Unknown will go for something probably like a nair or like an F or something and then air spot dodge, and Jen has just been waiting those out, and oh no, not just gonna get that entirely yet. But is that back throw gonna do it? It
Oh
is
my
absolutely gonna look like it will take that game 3. That's actually pretty crazy. Like Jen was pretty much down for almost the entirety of that whole second game, and it was able to actually make it back. That's a pretty
I feel like